What's up, everyone, and welcome to Project XTalk Extra, your weekly podcast supplement from Project XTalk. This is where we cover stories that didn't quite make the main show. I'm your host, Kevin, aka the Muffin Mon, and today I'm joined by the human alpaca himself, Tom. How you doing?
Pretty good. Good to be back.
And the man without a nickname yet because he's brand new, Ethan. How are you?
I'm doing great. We got to figure that out. We got to get together and do some workshopping on that.
Yeah, I remember Garrett's came about, the AA man, it came about pretty naturally. Tom, I just pulled from his, and then Amon, future of esports, my, yeah, right. Okay. So anyway, guys, we're here to talk about some news, and let's jump right into it because we got some things to do after this. So I'm pulling from Dexerto. A Rockstar game analyst believes GTA 6 will be the only new game released by Rockstar this entire generation. While the game is yet to be even officially announced, let alone dated, fans of GTA 6 eagerly await the next installment after GTA 5 has now been on 3 generations of consoles. According to the game analyst account NGT, he believes, quote, fans should be really worried if the game is announced in early 2022. Tom, you brought this to my attention, so I want to start with you. What do you think, Rockstar not having big plans for this generation?
It seems like their big releases are just dwindling as the years go on. Last generation, we had Red Dead Redemption 2 was their only official Rockstar title that wasn't re-released. So I'm not really surprised to hear that we're also only going to get one more this generation.
Yeah, no, I mean, we got the definitive edition of the trilogy recently, which had a whole list of other issues going on.
Was it that definitive though?
I mean, I see Tom playing San Andreas. Has it gotten better? Have they made improvements or?
So no, I'm actually.
Uh-oh.
That's actually my wife playing it.
Oh, okay. It's your wife playing it.
I thought Rockstar took you
I
down
will not touch that abomination.
Ethan, Rockstar not releasing any game besides GTA 6 sometime this generation. What do you think?
It's if this is true, it's obviously really disappointing. I mean, the Rockstar pedigree is long and incredible with Red Dead Redemption, LA Noire, which I really enjoy that game. And obviously Grand Theft Autos 4 being my favorite of the Grand Theft Autos. But it's an unfortunate trend that we're seeing from Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar, is that they seem to be building themselves up as a company that's there to generate money and revenue instead of actually pushing the medium of video games. We just saw that $12 billion deal buying that mobile game company Zynga, or however you say that. And obviously most mobile games are just shovelware that's built to get you stuck in a game loop so that you can look at more advertisements. So Take-Two obviously is not taking actual AAA gaming releases seriously anymore. And I think I hope I'm wrong. But it seems like they've kind of given up on that side and see where the money lies. And that's mobile gaming and releasing one game every 10 years and sucking players in to make microtransactions.
I know we've had a lot of Rockstar news lately. There was that unconfirmed rumor that Bully 2 was supposed to be a surprise release or announcement at the Game Awards, and that got canned, and apparently that game's not happening anymore. The definitive edition was not well received, massive bugs, so they got a little bad PR there. And now with the news that the eagerly anticipated sequel for GTA 5, which, hands up, I'm not a GTA guy, but I recognize this is a critical and commercial success. It begs the question, why aren't they eager to put the next one out? And the only thing I can think of is GTA Online makes them loads of money.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, you've seen them completely give up on Red Dead Online at this point because it wasn't generating the revenue that GTA 5 Online gave them. And then I also think another problem with them when we're talking about games that aren't getting released or games getting released buggy, the developers at this company, they've been working on pretty much one game for the last decade, so if you don't count Red Dead Redemption 2. So I feel like a lot of these developers are rusty, and if they want to bring out a brand new IP and make a whole nother world, they might have to bring in some outside help to actually develop a video game,
No, absolutely. Tom, I want to throw it back to you. Ethan touched on the Zynga acquisition that Take-Two just had. that is a mobile game developer. I believe they're the people that made Farmville on Facebook, if I remember correctly. So do you think that this is a sign that Take-Two really only cares about generating money and less about putting out games people want?
Oh yeah, of course. I don't know if you've ever played GTA Online, but to get anywhere
dabbled.
in there, you have to like actually drop hard money if you want to actually compete. If not, everyone out there's gonna be killing you with like flying vehicles. Rockstar just wants money. They're gonna that them going into the mobile industry. It makes perfect sense to me. Will they make a GTA mobile game? I doubt it.
I bet. Didn't they port the isn't like San Andreas and 3 and aren't there ports of those on the phones?
Yeah.
They have those. I think they have Chinatown Wars as well on mobile phones. That one's actually a good one.
Well, I think that one was specifically designed for mobile. I think that was like a PSP or PS Vita game, if I remember correctly.
Really old school handheld.
Yeah, it was out there for sure. Yeah, I don't know what Rockstar's intentions are with not releasing games. Like we said, they got online to make them a bunch of money, but it's not even Grand Theft Auto. Like you just look like Red Dead 2, again, not my cup of tea, but people are like, we want another one. Bully is a series that has been dormant for so long, and I think the rumor that they were going to make a second one and now they aren't kind of hits hard for a lot of fans.
Yeah.
So it's not even that they're not putting out new games in established franchises. Like, are they even concerned with making new IPs anymore?
It doesn't appear that way. It really doesn't.
I don't think they have to take the risk.
No.
Yeah, so there's certainly risk, but then there's also like, your reputation is going to plummet if you just continue to lean on Grand Theft Auto Online, I think.
I really don't think at this point they care about reputation. I mean, if they cared about reputation, they wouldn't have filed a lawsuit against the makers of It Takes Two because of their name. I mean, that was just pissing on the video game community at that point. And, I mean, they have their player base. Their player base is very dedicated to GTA 5. They're not really representative of the gaming community as a whole. So if they can just keep that group of people playing GTA 5 and then moving on to GTA 6, I don't see them having any trouble going forward with one game release. Plus all the mobile revenue they're about to get from I'm not going to say that. That's insulting, but from people who drool on themselves, basically.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I don't know. I guess I'm just looking at this from a fan perspective. They're not a company that I play their games, so this doesn't really affect me much. But Grand Theft Auto 5 is the second best selling game of all time behind Minecraft or something. So there are 100, 200 million people waiting on the next game. And it's not like they can't bring online forward. Like, they can still have their cash cow and please the fans.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, unless GTA 6 is the biggest game we've ever seen. Like, who knows? It could be something insane because GTA 5 pushed the envelope. I mean, you got to think that game was on the Xbox 360 at first and the PS3. That's insane to think that game was on the 360. It is huge. So who knows what kind of revolutionary stuff they do for GTA 6.
And now GTA 5 is supposed to get the next gen upgrade. Like, at this point, how much can you really just make a new game instead of remastering and upgrading your old game? Just make the new game.
Yeah,
probably same amount of work. Anything else on Grand Theft Auto 6, guys, before we wrap Extra up?
Nada.
Nothing
all right.
all.
Well, Tom, can you let people know where to find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at Alpaca Tom.
Ethan?
You can find me on Twitter at WhiteCedar1 and also on Xbox at Gravy3448.
What an interesting gamer tag. You can find me at the Muffin Mon. That's a 1 instead of an I and an O instead of an A. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. If you like this content, please support us. We appreciate it, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Peace.